All right. So I'm Rig. I'm from Calgary, but originally I'm really from the Philippines. I came to Calgary 2013. So my vision was pretty good. I was playing sports all my life. But then I think I started noticing it around 2014. The very noticeable one was when I bumped my head, and after that it was very hard because I would jump and I felt like I would not go down right away. Like why am I taking so long to get down? And it was my vision. So I don't have the depth anymore, and I started to stumble all the time. Around 2014, 2015, like I find myself dragging my feet or going more to the left. So we didn't have any answers, and then around 2017, that was when I got diagnosed. That when all the doctors figured out that my retinitis was, my retina was deteriorating. So I was looking for a way to improve it, because just around that time my wife got pregnant, and for my son I want to be with them. I want to be able to serve them. So I kept on researching. The only one that I found before was in Germany, that they would treat, and they have these testimonials. And then I stumbled into Dr. Yu's videos in YouTube. Okay, this looks very promising. Like there's a lady, there's a guy. I'm like, wow, it really can improve. And then I noticed, I did my research. So I saw that actually the Wellspring Clinic is just in Vancouver. So wow, I could come here. And it's about that time we had the funds, so me and my wife did not hesitate. My very first one, very good results. And the second one, 2020, really good results too. I would always struggle like going to a new place. Like I couldn't, but the moment I would come out and the next time I would remember, like everything is there. But the very first change that I noticed when I come here was I couldn't stand going out before. Like it takes so long for my eyes to adjust, and also at night, and especially going down the stairs. That's my biggest struggle. Like going down the stairs is very hard for me before. But after I came to Dr. Yu in 2020, the very first thing I noticed was when I came out, I'm like, wow, I don't need a hat, I don't need my sunglasses, and I could just walk. And I went to Safeway, to the park, had no problem. I would see the pathway, but I wasn't seeing like what they say, that the trees are moving. But my top to bottom was good. That was very important for me. And I remember taking my wife to the aquarium, and she was pregnant. It was hard for her, and I was the one guiding her. Like I couldn't believe it. I could go up and down. It was so dark, but damn, it's good. It was good. But I would struggle at first, like. I don't know what it's like. The treatment doesn't kick in yet. Like my head will be tight, and then all of a sudden something is released. I'm like, oh my goodness, I could see everything. Yeah, so that's just it. But I think there's a potency to it. Like after a few hours, I will lose it. I will lose a little bit, and it's time to rest. Yeah, that was the very first thing I noticed. Yeah, my central didn't got a little bit blurry as it went along, but my peripheral definitely got improved. Yeah, around 2021, right before I left, after my treatment, yeah, I could see the bottom very, very well. Like I noticed that even when I'm driving, I could see very well. Like when I'm clutching everything, when I'm doing this, I could see everything. The temperature control, I could see the dashboard.
Between 2018 and 2021, with the help of Dr. Yu, Wrugg made remarkable progress in visual field improvement. The upper visual field expanded from 14 to 90, the lower visual field expanded from 13 to 160, the vertical visual field increased by 223 degrees, a ninfold improvement. The left visual field expanded from 12 to 330. The right visual field expanded from 14 to 360. The horizontal visual field increased by 664 degrees, a 26-fold improvement. After stopping treatment in 2022, Wrugg returned to Wellspring Clinic in 2025, 3 years later, to resume therapy. Despite the 3-year gap, Wrugg's horizontal visual field remained stable, but the lower visual field declined significantly, shrinking from 160 to 60 degrees. From May 19th to May 22nd, 2025, after just 3 days of treatment, Wrugg lower visual field recovered from 60 back to 160, and the vertical visual field increased by 120 degrees. Before the treatment, he had numerous blind spots in his horizontal visual field. By the 4th day of treatment, there was a noticeable reduction and improvement in those blind spots. Let's continue to hear Wrugg's story.
Yeah, but when I came back 2025, I lost a bit. It was still there, but I lost a bit. I would really put my head down. And today I noticed it going down the street. Yeah, I could see the bottom very well, and going down the stairs was not a problem. Like, I think I increased a lot, been back to 150 again degrees. And my side vision, yeah, basically stayed the same and improve a bit. I think here is 360, here is now 320. When I came back, it was down to 300, 320, but now it's back. It's like back, left and right is pretty good. I can tell also when I'm walking. And yeah, like also before I came back around January, February, I couldn't tell the color of my shirt. I know where my hands are, but I cannot tell the color of my shoe. But today, I think yesterday, I could tell the color of my shoe again. When I came back, maybe within this week, I'm able to tell the color of my shirt, my shoulders. I could see them. When you put a lapel on me, I could see it where it is. There was a time this year that, yeah, it wasn't very clear. I would struggle. Like, I would put my nameplate on, and I didn't know it was already like this. So now it's there. And within that time to today, when I got here, I was struggling a bit in the light. I needed my sunglasses all the time, but I always knew that my vision was there because I could see very clear from the top, the trees. Maybe it's the herbs, they're very good. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, when I look, but one of my eyes is just strong. The other one is very weak. So I needed to come to doctor. And I think on the yesterday, I think it was yesterday, when I came out, and I just don't need anything. I don't need a hat. I don't need sunglasses. And I look up at the sky, and it was so bright. It was so beautiful. My eyes adjusted perfectly. I started to run, and I came here today because it was still a bit not so perfect when I'm walking. I don't know, going home, I would struggle a bit going across the street, but I could see. It's just that it wasn't very comfortable. But coming here, I just walk. And yeah, I could see both sides. Not yet perfect, but I could see when cars are coming. Still a little bit need maybe in the bottom, but top is good. And I could focus again going. Because before I came the 3 years, starting 2025, my biggest struggle was when I looked down, I couldn't look far. Like, I wouldn't know where I'm going when I look down. Today, yeah, I noticed that it's getting better. And instead of coming here at that time, my vision was strong. I just keep on going out. We always go out. We go camping, picnic with my wife and my son. And I was just in the mountains. This was so beautiful. My eyes was getting stronger. But I know it needs a little bit of work. But I noticed it was getting strong. I would come out like in the heat of the sun, going to some waterfalls. And it's a bit challenging, but I'm able to do it. Like, I don't see any like big risk at that time. But I think 2025, I noticed something that, and my wife told me we should come back. But I was able to maintain it by going some runs, those things. I do regular exercises, the one that Miss Kathy and Dr. Yu teaches us, and I drink my herbs regularly, every day. No, always every day. Like, every day, it's part of my routine, and I think it helped too because my job involves a lot of walking. Not all the time, but I'm always moving. And then I made a promise that I would exercise, even just have 4 hours of sleep, because I had 2 jobs before. I wasn't like 4 hours of sleep. I would still run. I did some cold showers. I tried everything. I started playing sports slowly but surely, but I wasn't very comfortable with it. But I think it helped a lot. Being used to it, a lot of people walking around me, so I got used to it. My eyes moved a lot, I guess. I think in this treatment, I think he he knows exactly. Like, I don't have to tell him which part of my eyesight is not working. He just knows that he knows which side of my eye is not working well. Because to be honest, I'm also understanding my eyesight, and as I keep on doing the treatment, I'm able to understand. Oh, it's my right eye seeing this time. Because before, maybe it was just one. I was just seeing really in the middle, not both of my eyes. The doctor, he figures it out. He would look at you, like test you, see how you walk, or he would come right beside you, and he will see how your eyes are responding to different angles. Like, can you see the different the small details going across the room, and can you feel people around you? And that's when I figured, like, Dr. Yu just figures it out. He knows exactly the pressure points. Yeah, I don't know how perfect it is, but it works for me. So, for if you're experiencing some problems with your eyes, especially the eyes, it's very very important. Like, it's also hard because it costs money, and that's the very first thing that you're gonna consider, or you're gonna stay. It costs a lot of money, but I would say is, your health is your wealth. You know, at first, just figure it out. Come here, get yourself healthy, then it will help you function. Get a good paying job, take care of your body. Pay it off. Come back here again, and then as you keep on coming back, try to aim for much better pay. That you're not putting so much work on your work only, because get a better professional career helps you pay for your visit here, and the physical activity, you're gonna make sure that you do it. You're gonna be able to exercise. I got so lucky because I work for a for YMCA now. I work for the rec, so I got free membership. I'm able to exercise. It's just on me. I gotta exercise. And that was what made me lucky. So for them, you don't need to do that. You can just go outside, stay as much as possible in nature, uh, get as much sunlight as possible, and eat healthy foods. Very very important. And jogging helps a lot. I've talked to my friends here when we were here. We were talking, and they all work for them. Jogging. Stay off from screen as much as possible. It's very hard, but limited. Yeah. I think now we